Hello everybody and welcome to the 113th episode of Epictube News, live from the Epictube News World Headquarters in Beachtown on Rivercraft SMP. I'm Wavecrasher223 as always, and it is Sunday, May 3rd. Well, it's not really Sunday anymore, it's actually Tuesday, May 5th, because I'm a procrastinator. And it's Cinco de Mayo, yeah! It's May 5th. But this episode was for May 3rd, 2015, so we will not be talking about Cinco de Mayo this episode. It's actually going to be in the next episode, which is in 2 weeks, about 2 weeks. So, let's start the show. So, there's dynamics. Our YouTuber of the week is Countdown Central. Our Minecraft skin of the week is from Planet Minecraft. It's Arios by Snowtoast, or X-Snowtoast. Massive difference. And our fun fact of the week is from GeekWire. Apple and Microsoft are the most valuable companies in the world right now. We do not have a quote of the week this week. Now over to this week's news stories. We are starting the new 135 Epictube News schedule. So there will be no episode next week. And we will have episodes on May 17th and 31st. And then we're doing the same schedule next month and all the next months after that. So, anyways, the NBA playoffs are going on now, and also so is the Champions League. I don't know why I haven't covered that on Epictube News yet, but we're into the semifinals. Real Madrid taking on Juventus, and FC Barcelona taking on FC Bayern for a chance to go to the final. Real Madrid are the current champions, and they are in the semifinals for the 5th consecutive time. So, I think I don't know if they won last time, but I don't know if they won the year before that. I don't know. But they are the defending champions, and they are still here in the semifinals. And at the time I'm recording this, it's actually halftime in the first leg. It's being played at Juventus, and it's 1-1, so Real Madrid have an away goal, which is massive. So now I'm going to talk about, first we're going to talk about the NBA playoffs. So, how it works, I'll tell you how the matchups work in each one, but basically it's best of 7 series in this round. It's in every round, actually. But right now I'm going to talk about the first round and then what's going on so far in the conference semifinals, which is the second round. So, in the Western Conference, in the first round, number 1 Golden State Warriors swept the number 8 New Orleans Pelicans 4-0 in the best of 7 series. So first 4 wins, obviously. And then number 5 Memphis Grizzlies took down the number 4 Portland Trail Blazers 4-1. And then the number 3 Los Angeles Clippers defeated the number 6 San Antonio Spurs 4-3. The number 2 Houston Rockets defeated the number 7 Dallas Mavericks 4-1. Now for the Eastern Conference, number 1 Atlanta Hawks defeated the number 8 Brooklyn Nets 4-2. The number 5 seed Washington Wizards defeated the Toronto Raptors 4-0. They swept them. And the number 3 Chicago Bulls took down the number 6 Milwaukee Bucks 4-2. And last but not least, number 2 Cleveland Cavaliers swept the Boston Celtics, number 7 Boston Celtics 4-0. So, that's the first round. So in the second round, or conference semifinals, is the official name, the matchups in the West, number 1 Golden State Warriors taking on the number 5 Memphis Grizzlies, and then the number 3 LA Clippers taking on the number 2 Houston Rockets. Then in the East, it's the number 1 Atlanta Hawks taking on the number 5 Washington Wizards, and then it's the number 3 Chicago Bulls taking on the number 2 Cleveland Cavaliers. So, in the Warriors-Grizzlies series, the Golden State, which has they have not lost a single game in the playoffs this season, won the first game. So, they're leading that series 1-0. And then the Clippers took down the Rockets in the first game as well. So the Washington Wizards in the East beat the number 1 Atlanta Hawks in the first game. So we could definitely see an upset there. And the number 3 Chicago Bulls beat the used to be undefeated Cleveland Cavaliers in the first game of that one. And also the Washington Wizards are also undefeated. So there are two teams that are in the playoff, undefeated like in the playoffs, not in the whole season. That's next to impossible. But there's two teams that have not lost a single game in the playoffs this season, and that is as I said before, the Golden State Warriors, and then also the Washington Wizards. So, yeah, it's congratulations. Whoops, sorry. Congratulations to those two teams. So, but you never know what will come out of this series. So, we could see the Grizzlies end up upsetting the Golden State Warriors. You never know. You could see Atlanta come back in that series versus the Wizards. You could see Cleveland come out on top, and you could see the Rockets come out on top over the Clippers. And so yeah, it's only the first game, so it's really hard to predict what's going to happen. So anyways, the Memphis Grizzlies are playing Golden State Warriors tonight at 10:30 p.m. Eastern Time, and then the Washington Wizards are playing the Atlanta Hawks again, the second game, at today at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, and tomorrow, Wednesday at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Time is the second game of Clippers versus Rockets. So I don't know when the whoopsie daisy. I don't know when the Cleveland and Chicago game is. When is it? I have the playoffs website open on another computer and it's not showing up. Tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern Time is the second game. So yeah, that's the NBA playoffs so far. So anyways, also, second half is starting. I want to wrap up this recording so I can watch second half Juventus versus Real Madrid. So I'm going to talk about the Champions League really quick. In the next episode, I'll talk about what teams... What the crap? Why is there a video playing? No, don't play video. Computer mute. Okay, it was on the NBA playoffs one on the other computer. So, in Champions League... In the semifinals, as I said, it was FC Bayern taking on FC Barcelona, and then it's also Real Madrid taking on Juventus. Real Madrid are the defending champions. And, yeah, my predictions are FC Bayern. I think it's going to be FC Bayern and Real Madrid in the final. Many people think Barcelona can defeat Bayern, but, I mean, knowing how incredible Bayern play at home, I mean, I just don't think Barcelona will be able to make it through to the final. I mean, it would be really cool to see an El Clasico in the final, but I just really think that it will be Bayern and Real Madrid. What are your predictions? I mean, we could definitely see Juventus versus Barcelona. I mean, you never know what's going to happen. Anything can happen in soccer. So that's one of the reasons why it's so awesome. You never know what's going to happen, no matter what teams are playing. I mean, you could have... It's like a random League 2 team. Accrington Stanley. You could have Accrington Stanley facing FC Bayern at the Allianz, and Accrington Stanley could win. I mean, you never know what's going to happen in soccer. So, yeah. So, anyways, that's Champions League, that's what's going on. So, who do you think will win? Who do you think will make it to the final, and who do you think ultimately will win? I really think Bayern can win the whole thing. I am cheering for Real Madrid, but I'm also kind of cheering for Bayern, so if it does come down to them two in the final, I don't know who I'll cheer for. But I do think Bayern will be able... I think Bayern are capable of winning the whole thing. But that's my prediction. So if you have a different prediction, or if your prediction's the same, let me know in the comments what it is. So yeah, you can also tweet me about it at Wavecrasher223. So anyways, that is all for this week. I guess Dynamics just left. So anyways, thanks for watching this episode of Epictube News. We will have more news for you on May 17th, yeah. So in 2 weeks. So if you would like to submit news for the show or for our blog, go to epictube.engine.com/epictubenews. Our blog is located at epictubenews.wordpress.com. Keep on crossing the waves and have a great couple weeks. Bye-bye. Yeah! I don't know why I'm doing this.